Good evening, everyone. We're back with Farming Sim tonight. We're just getting everything kosher and set up here. And yes, we do have to finish that sunflower field. Then once that's done, then we're pretty much golden to sit back and, well, farm. Here. Yeah, here we go. So, if you're new here and you're just watching this now and whatnot, this is not my house. I bought the land, but somehow I'm mysteriously stuck here. Well, this is my land, actually. Bought 76. We still have to sort of figure out the game plan, what we want to do. We have greenhouses here. We actually got quite a bit of industry, but that is my house over here. And yes, we are almost done with the sunflowers, so let's actually zoom over here real quick and get everything set up and started here. I hate hiring, but for everything and all said purposes and all the fun jibber jabber, it's actually kind of important to just have this guy run right now. We'll get him all set up again here so he can get moving with the sunflowers. And this is December. Any point in time, it can snow, and it, believe me, if it starts to, it will. So there we go. Everything's set up. So yeah, if you're new here and you're just watching this, we an overview. We have Field 76 here. We have 2 contracts that are absolutely botched, and Field 38 is my potato field. And then we're just starting to buy up 64, 63, 62, 61, and we're going to make this into a elongated field. Now, for hay purposes and whatnot, all of these little guys and such right around here, I'm keeping. They will be hay grounds. Same with Field 32. That's never going to change. If I do end up buying like 81 or something like that, that'll eventually become like a hayfield or something like that down the road. And like I said, we do have industry. We have a brewery, which we're fighting to get enough materials to work with that. We do have 1 crude oil pump. We have a refinery, and once this is done with our lovely incoming materials, this will get shut down, and we're going to replace it with another one, which is a little bit more more industrious, you could say. And of course, we got the greenhouses. And we also got a butcher shop for our animals. Right now, we got tons of chickens here. And they're producing chickens and big feed. And the reason why I'm just storing this is at some point I can spawn these and drive across the road and actually sell them. Number one reason why I'm doing that, you can sell them direct, but you actually lose profitability off of it. So, to make more profit, we're going to sell them ourselves. And of course, if you're, again, new, we do have some chickens and some sheep. We do want to set up a hog barn too. So going back to the map, I don't know why I'm getting stuffed up. Anyway, there's a slough here, and right in this corner where we're gonna do all of our fancy stuff, or maybe even down here, we're gonna set up another oil well and get producing more oil and such as well. Because right now I'm just selling direct with the oil, but I think actually what I should do, thinking about it, I should actually set this one up to store again. So once we do have enough, we can just move it ourselves. Just move it, move it. There isn't terribly. Yeah, potentially that could be a contributing factor to it. It's loading again. Yeah, okay, I'm pulling 160 down and 12 and a half up, so definitely not my internet connection. It's just, it's being stupid. So yeah, this is found a nifty way. You just park the bale in front and they automatically eat it. This is almost full. We almost have enough wool to be full. Bees, I only have 82 liters there. And I don't imagine, pardon me, I don't imagine there is a whole lot for bees in the winter. I could be wrong. I very much could be wrong in that sense. Chicken eggs, I'm producing copious amounts. We got 551, so we do have some extra income for December. So that's cool. He's doing a lovely job. And then of course we should really clean up some of this stuff around here, and at some point too, I do believe we're probably going to end up having to plow snow and whatnot as well, which I'm thinking I'd probably just use a big blade. Like, you can buy snow blowers, but I'd probably just end up buying like that or that and just freaking plow. Is this, can I actually park this now? Probably not, right? It'd have to be on the front of a tractor. I was going to say, yeah, I could probably park it on my frickin' truck, right? But no, probably not. Or is there a blade? Hang on. Front end loaders. Is there a blade on this? Oh, hurt me. Apparently, that went down the wrong tube. Oh, burns when it goes down the wrong tube. Did you know that you cannot breathe water? It's a weird concept. Yeah, the short answer is no. I am not seeing anything. That's a silage cutter. That doesn't really help me any. I guess a leveler. Leveler would be considered a box blade in a sense. It probably moves snow. So yeah, and we have our own little woodlot that we're growing. We do want to build a garage if we can afford it at some point or another. But we planted a pile of trees, so it'll look pretty good once it actually starts growing. Possibly. I do like my house. So yeah, that's sort of an update. I may hold off on the next oil well at this point in time and just focus on buying ground and doing all the fun stuff. No, he's combined a lot since we were goofing off. You know what? I could probably offload on the go with this guy. So let's just zoom down here and collect some sunflowers. We will get this done tonight quite easily. Because that was the biggest thing before. It was like, it was 2 nights in the making doing this field, but it is can't offload on the go. He is full as it is. but we will finish tonight. Obviously, there's not that much there. But besides that, we also could potentially start looking at buying another piece of ground after that point in time. So yeah, ooh, thanks for the like. I do appreciate that. We know we're going to get 58,000 for the contract with this one, but the biggest thing behind it is we could potentially be sitting at about 20, maybe 22-ish extra, because, well, we're already almost done the field anyways, and I am not keeping the sunflowers. I am going to sell them at whoever will take them at the best price. Which reminds me, I should actually take a look at that. Who is selling or buying the sunflowers at a better price? The oil mill, obviously. It's all down right now, though. That's unfortunate. Well, I forgot to check. Where are we at? 92%. So we'll be pretty close to finishing. It'll be like 99, 100% by the time we're done this. I don't know. I might not need that small truck. I might be able to get it all in the Super Bee. I guess what it boils down to is how much can I get into the Super Bee. If I can't get all of it into the Super Bee, maybe I will store some of it. I would have to say probably not. I'm probably going to have to put some in the small truck, in the tandem. Because that Super Bee right now is just about. But we'll combine everything off anyways, and we can always fill up the grain cart here. That's not really an issue. But before I go trucking anything, I will make sure it's all combined first. Are both of these max? Yeah, they are. And if you're wondering, the smaller tank is supposed to be the DEF tank. I freaking hate DEF. Oh, nope, that's the DEF. Use DEF only. There we go. Freaking hate DEF. I don't think people realize, but it actually kills plants. You're not saving anything by using it. Stupid. Alright, well, he is just about done. So I guess that begs the question then of, if we do decide to buy ground, next one is 130. It's 109. 120 or 126 is 119. 125. I think these actually still have grass on them, so we could swath them down, and we could bale them and get potentially some of our cash back. Potentially. Because technically speaking, as it says here, we can actually harvest grass still. Can't plant it, but we can harvest it. Which is good. It is good. Sugar cane, I probably wouldn't do any sugar. I hate sugar beet as much as I hate potatoes, so that's out. Basically, soybeans, I might do corn and sunflowers down the road, but like I said before, and again, if you're just new here and watching this, our two biggest categories that we need to focus on is barley and, of course, sorghum. Wherever that is, there it is. Those are our two biggest ones. Sorghum, of course, is the feed for my chickens, and that is a high priority of having enough feed to make it through the next year. And of course, barley is for the beer. And if anything else, too, it might also be wheat that I'd consider planting and going through the season with. But yeah, no, that's definitely our two main crops, so that's why I kind of want to, our main crop here, have that one, and either a barley, which it currently is not. It's currently a wheat. We'll plant this one to probably, we could plant it to sorghum again, or put barley in here and do this one as sorghum. This one will be a huge field. And yes, it has dawned on me that like these small fields might be worthwhile buying too at some point, and I don't know, either doing them as a small little area or making them one larger field. But if I do that, I don't know if I would. I may combine a couple of them, but for the most part, I don't think I'd combine all of them. If it, you know. It's almost easier just to jump on the tractor and look in. Yeah, we go up the front. There we go. So he is just actually not that far from being done. How much debt are we also carrying right now? That'll be one of the defying factors. 370,000. I don't want to go any more than 400. So in 3 months we got to be able to pay that off. But I guess what we could do while we wait too is find our little Skippy. Him. And let's go zipping next door and get some chickens, and let's sell some chickens and see how much. Oops, I should go the other way. We should sell some chickens and see how much we actually get from it. I think there's probably a pallet of 300 cut chickens that we can basically essentially take next door, right? That's kind of where I'm sitting. We can go down this road that I built, sort of. Questionably, sort of. He's almost 80% full. Maybe we'll offload him first, because here's Pub with Beer, and here is the butcher shop sale thing. Because chickens should be actually worth a fair bit. He's 80%. We'll have to offload it in a particular way that I don't like doing. Yeah, bring your pipe out. I'll be here to offload you. Actually, with the fleeting and everything else of this combine, it actually offloads at a pretty decent rate. Mind you, it's not that big a hopper, right? So it should offload pretty quick. Fairly quick. It was 80%, so I imagine around 11? Yeah. Okay, he's empty. We definitely have enough to fill the Super Bee, I can guarantee that. Back to my little whaler buddy. Well, it ain't easy. Luckily enough, there's no ditch right there, but there is right here. We did have to cut down a few trees to actually get this to work, so. Okay, industry. We want to go down here to, there's a cut chickens. And it's 319, so one pallet of 319. Wherever that's hiding. There it is. Okay. That's not much of a pallet. Pallet. That's basically, essentially, well, 327% of it. So we got one box of frozen chicken. Alright, so for protection wise, it takes a long time to get a pallet of chicken. Which I guess is alright, because then we have to physically drive it next door here. And 320 cut pieces of chicken gets me what? Almost $1,000. Okay, the chicken is definitely worth something. Kind of fair enough. But that's definitely worth more doing it that way than what it would be if we were to just sell direct. Which I guess, okay, that's kind of a good thing then. So I guess we do have something to do at least with that. Back to the finances. That gets it to sold products, right? Yes. So far this December, we've bought $26,000 worth of construction, $650 in payments, $43 in fuel cost, but we've made almost $3,000 in products. It don't sound like much, but at least that's something. And it truly is. It's something. Essentially, that's what I need too, is just something. As long as we can turn a little bit of a profit, we should be doing good. That, yep, I was going to say that might be hitting it. I don't know. But yeah, any day in this game, you could potentially have a frickin' snowstorm. Kind of one of those things. You really don't know when it's going to hit, but you know it's going to hit sooner or later. Well, that don't look too bad. He's getting closer. Somebody parked the tractor all the way down the field here. What kind of maniac does that? And of course, too, once we cultivate and disc up all of the grasslands over there, which we'll use this tractor for. Once we do that, we'll also have to probably pick rocks. And the plus side is rocks actually pardon me. Rocks actually do carry a value. I've got all sorts of rocks and stuff. Now we got a hairball and stones. Debris crusher, $35 a ton. Which actually isn't too bad. We can make a fair pile. That truck might be able to haul it. I got a hairball now. Okay, is it any better? Actually, he's really close to finishing. I didn't realize this before, but ain't much of a stretch. He's got down and back left. Yeah, he's got down and back left. Which means he's at 70%, so by the time I get down there, he will be pretty much full. You know, I got a gob in the back of my throat that just will not disappear. It appears I've been down here before. Yeah, so we'll offload him on the go again. And then he'll be down and back and he should be done. And by that point, in theory, with the Super P full, and of course we should have enough to be the other one full as well. Yeah, we should be able to make a pretty decent little profit, which means we should be able to buy another piece and start doing some groundwork on that stuff. And of course our chickens, for our production, will take us a long time to build back up. But we do have some pig food, which is still getting me that idea of, we should have pigs. And pigs are extremely expensive in the butcher shop. So one would think we should be able to turn a pretty decent profit on that stuff. I'm hoping anyways. And I still actually want to start up, besides everything else, I do want to start up a biomass plant. And thinking is the key word here. If I set up one, still got it back in my throat by the way. If I set up one, it would be probably near the refinery area, which means there's 2 chunks of land that I potentially will be looking at for that. And I was thinking of that before. And if I was to do the biomass plant, let's take a look. It'd be up here, and it'd probably be like field 11 or something I've thought about. Or the other option is there's a chunk of land right here, 37. I don't think there's that much there. That could be potential. Where's my truck? I was just on my truck. I zipped off my truck like an idiot. So a biomass plant would be ideal in a lot of ways. So we could, I believe it's right in here. Yeah, this house here. Yeah, there's a house here. There's a creamery here. The other option is Field 92 is mine. That's where one of the oil derricks is. And of course, this is where my old house was. So the old house here could be a potential spot that we could maybe build a small biomass plant. So, in theory, if we go like this, we'll go in here, 435,000 for a small biomass plant. One, not enough money, but two, holy crap, that takes up a lot of space. It'd almost be better to build it out here. We might be able to build it like here or something, but yeah, it's enormously expensive. 435,000. And that's for a small one. The big one is 1.1. So it's going to be a little while before we go venturing into the biomass plants. Because we got to do something with all the manure and crap that we're going to get from the pigs. So that's where I'm kind of going with that. It's like, okay, one thing leads to another that leads to more. That's the only thing I can think of. So he's still got one little strip here, right? Or is he down the last? He's down the last piece. Holy, that's the last piece. We're actually done this field. So with this last little chunk going here, we're at 95%. So the full Super Bee should, in theory, finish it. It should actually finish it quite nice. Oh. How in the world did my shirt get pinched underneath me? I've been sitting here the whole time. How is this possible? It's almost like my pants. How does a pair of pants get shifted sideways while you're sitting on them? Makes no sense. Am I half going through a wormhole or what? So yeah, going back to the farming side of it, we should, I'm hoping at least 20,000, maybe a bunch more, I don't know. It'd be a nice healthy bonus if we could go into the winter with a little extra cash. That way we can work on our production. Alright, tractor's over there. So I might as well haul this guy home. I'll offload him and then I'll just take him home. Oh yeah, there ain't much of a point in folding him down because he doesn't fold. Basically just scrunches the tines up. Whoop de frickin' do, right? There. Dump you. And that's her. Yeah, it's her in a nutshell. So yeah, I can haul this baby back home and that's it. I think we have a lot more than 22,000 liters. Well, we'll fill up both trucks, and whatever's left over in the hopper, I guess we dump in our base, hold it over till next summer. See what that does. Like, I'll finish the trucking and everything out. Well, actually, what we should do is, it's getting late, we could stop over at the house, rest for the night, and then get going on that stuff in the morning. That might be the better idea. Because, again, it's winter time, it's like, we don't have to pull 24-hour shifts anymore. It's like, what do we do, man? Alright, that's what we'll do. We'll drive the combine, up to our house. We'll park it in the driveway, and then we'll hop out and we'll rest till 9 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll go from there. That'll be our game plan for today. I'm switching over. Driving in the ditch with this thing is way better option. Because these people don't slow down. It's like, hey, there's a combine, crash. Alright. One way about doing this, though, is I have to go around the long way because I get trees here. I don't want to drive over my trees. It will be interesting to know what these things grow up like. Like right now, currently, it doesn't look like they've grown. Alright, like I said. Oops. There we go. Alright, this is my house, so let's go. Boink. 9 o'clock. Sleep. We should also have a little bit of extra cash. Well, 4,000. Kind of still sunny out. Like, it's not bad. So yeah, we can sleep at night. I keep forgetting I can do that. So yeah, we can sleep at night and we can watch the day go by. So in those few hours, we made an extra $4,000, which is, it's not great, but we're not losing it, if that makes any sense to anyone. Alright, fleet out. It's the Demco. Is a huge friggin' trailer for this poor little tractor. But we need to upgrade our farm quite dramatically before we decide to buy new equipment again. Yeah, let's definitely fill this guy right up. But we might as well take the Super Bee and offload it. And there's still a little bit there. This should be a pretty decent little payday, I think. Because I don't even think the full hopper it'll take. It basically maybe one, and then the other three will go to the oil mill and get what we can out of it. But sunflowers are worth quite a bit more than what most is. Yeah, see, $12.98 versus like, well, canola's worth pretty good. Oats are pretty good. Barley. So there are some things that still have a pretty good price. And someone was telling me too, if I wanted to sell grain to a facility and not use it for production, apparently if you set it up as either distribution or under selling, you can automatically sell to it, which I didn't know you could do. So that's kind of cool. And that way your industry can actually be considered kind of like a profitable thing. So I do have some sorghum, but I am not selling any of that. That's my meal ticket. Yeah, we're actually getting closer to the green, which won't be long because we'll be buying land here and then we'll be going back into debt. But for right now, see all those stones? We're going to have to pick up all of them when we go to cultivate and do all that. But we're going to buy all the land, harvest the grass first, and then we're going to do that. So we want this guy, and we want tip side front. There we go. And I'm assuming the oil mill is that one out front here. Yeah, natural oils. But the grain mill right now, we'll finish this contract. Which should be pretty close to now-ish? Well, maybe not. It took that whole frickin' front. Yeah, that's only saying 78% transported. Well, we might not have as much as we thought. What we said that? 96%. Alright, so not far enough on the thing here. We might actually take most of the Super B to apparently finish this contract, which is just kind of depressing. That's 84. Alright, well, take most of the Super B, apparently. That was probably the very back end, wasn't it? Nope, that was this front. So the first part was 81. 91. But we still have the tandem. Okay, contract is done. Beauty. So yeah, that's 58,000 for the contract. Since I have a little bit left in the bottom of this guy before I park him, I'll just use the tandem to finish up these last loads. Do the oil mill here. Since apparently they pay more. Well, there's 7,000, so well, that's actually about 8,000. All things considered, it's about 8,000. At the moment. Like I said, we got a full tandem to haul up, and then we've also got the grain cart. And I do believe the grain cart's got about 3,000, but we'll probably just dump that in our leg, our grain leg, and just keep it. If we have a great demand, we have 3,000 that might give us a little extra if we needed it. But we're, for probably the first time in a long time, we're actually in the black. A little bit of harvest income, which we didn't have any in November. We had bales. We have $500,000 in bales. Oh, driving in the ditch again. So that's on the plus side. That's not bad. It's almost better that we did carry a little bit extra over. Then we can potentially buy some land. So just keep in point and sort of an idea. We already have made 8,000 from the leftover that was in here. We still have 22,000 in the tandem. I'll just pull this guy into the yard. I might just drive over the grass like right like this and park on the backside. Kind of like that. That's fine there. Yeah, he's got 3,500. Like I said, we'll just dump this in the leg. It's a whole lot of extra. For 3,500 liters, you're not really going to gain much by driving it up there and dumping it and whatnot. Now, that tandem, on the other hand, yes, that's a little different. That could potentially be another $22,000. Actually, more than that, but you know what I mean. Actually, it'd be pretty close to 30, wouldn't it? We actually may have made out a little bit better than I was expecting. Because, like I said, we already have 8,000 that we made. Well, 8,100. Which again isn't bad. Like we can work with those numbers. Alright, let's zoom down the backside. I'll put my auger out again. And like I said, I'm not going to spray for weeds anymore. Yeah, it's going to be a mess, but if we're doing like cereal grains, we're going to swath it anyways and use a pickup header. So basically going to go more of an organic farm in that sense. Still use fertilizers and stuff like that, but at the same time, you know, at least then we're also cutting down on cost is really what the breakdown of it is. Where are we? There we go. Again, I was thinking about selling this thing, but I don't know, I still have very much a passion for it, you could say. It has a soft spot in my heart, alright? And yes, I do believe we're still going to haul this to the oil mill. Sunflower oil. Okay, it's worth a little bit more. Oil mill in general, sunflowers. Still $12.91 at the oil mill, so this should be a good bonus. Should actually be a really good bonus. So with it again, we'll start working on that chunk of land. Keep going on that. Alright, we are here and we're this is gonna make a difference. $28,000 plus 8 is 36,000. I was hoping for 22, but yeah, 36,000 extra. Well, I guess I'd probably say in the harvest income, wouldn't it? Considering this is the only harvest income that we've actually have for this month. 36,000 and change. All right, I'll park this thing back in the yard, and I guess we'll consider buying another chunk of land. I'm pretty sure I can still swath hay and get going on that, because that's, especially if we're skipping ahead like we are, we can essentially get through December, January, and all the way through to March fairly quickly. And from there, we can really start thinking about what we need to do. Well, we can't complain. We actually did pretty good on that one. So 58,000 plus 36. Yeah, we did all right. Let's park it here for now. Let's shut it off for now. Oops. Turn the lights off. Alright. Well, if anything else, let's grab the swather. Just in case we can actually go ahead and do that. Might as well. Might as well try to get her done. And yes, we're going to do the silage bales because they are more profitable. And then we can sort of work towards our game plan. Yeah, see, there's a lot of trees and stuff in here that I don't want to take down, so... That means I just won't. This is actually another pretty good sized segment to a farm. We might work our way out to here yet. We could put a lot of equipment underneath a thing like that. Alright, this is the one that we last harvested. Looks like we left some grass here, which we can work towards. Yeah, looks like this is all ready to go, ready to harvest. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, so I guess that means we need to buy 130. Well, there goes our profitability margin. Back in the doghouse. But that's alright. We can swath this down, and we can swath this down in a heck of a hurry too. and just bale it. Oh, hello, little bug. I still, because these are wide swaths, I still might actually come by with the rake and rake it into a better pile. The swather definitely makes it quick to knock her down, though. And I don't have to worry about it if we're combining. The pickup header is big enough that we can really do a number with it. And it looks like this household is also still mine, so I can really just continue right on through here and swath this down for my neighbor. It looked like he's mowed his lawn in a while, so let's recover some of my cost here and help out my neighbor. I'll just swath his yard down on this backside. See, I'm really actually quite kind and considerate. That I want all the money as possible that I can get out of it, right? And yes, I could swap in between. No, it's the stupidest feeling having hair in your earmuffs. I mean, my neighbor should be a lot happier, right? I cleaned up a lot of the loose grass in his yard. And no, when I go to make the field, I'm not going to use up their yard. I'm not that cynical. Well, that made a heck of a path real quick, didn't it? Alright, so not take out his frickin' veranda. And away we go. Definitely chewing through some stuff pretty quickly here. Yeah, I think as a plan, I think this is going to work out pretty nice. Definitely going to be a pretty good sized field once we're done. Haying in the snow, that was going to be fun. I actually made a little extra back on 10 o'clock. Yeah, I might just try baling it anyways, and then if I need to, I can rake the little piles later and bale it again. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. This is actually a decent sized little chunk too. Well, actually most of these are. I think they start growing in size. Because the bases look like they all stay the same, so we're actually, in theory, getting more each time. Yeah, we can just try to bail it and see where we sit. If I can get 8 bales out of here, it's not going to add up to as much as what we typically would get anyways, but but 8 bales should still be 16,000 or so. Like, we're obviously, by doing it this way, we'd have to have it for 3 or 4 seasons to actually make a pretty decent profitability margin. But currently, I'm not too worried about it. And I also want to try hitting the cultivator on this stuff and just see if it actually does break it up. You know, after, of course, we harvest the hay. Alright, up it goes and down we go. Because if we can save time by doing it that way, then I don't have to plow this whole area. Just in between. Well, mind you, I might go around the outside edge with the plow anyways, just to make the edge of the field where I kind of want to work it. So give me a decent guideline. No point in hauling this in back, I might as well just park it here. Okay, green machine. But again, if I can actually get at least 8 bales out of this, I'd probably be pretty happy. If we get more than that, I'd be even more. 150, I think, is about maximum size that I can do. In order to wrap, because I think there is a very distinct go, move, and again, if I can make at least 16,000 off it, we're not going to make back our 109,000. I'm pretty sure we're not, anyways. Unless I'm freaking God or something, but you know, kind of doubt it. Yeah, I missed quite a bit over here. Well, it's not making it 1%. Oh, it did make it 1%. Oh. There's a lot of left. Not that I'm overly particular on it, because again, made 2%. Things like that. I should actually potentially pick up more. Because again, that was 3%. 3% of a bale. I know it doesn't sound like much, but holy crap, does that add up? Actually, that's 5%. Cleaned up 5%. Let's get line here. There we go. Spin, baby, spin. Yeah, I know I missed most of that corner, but I'm going to back up. There, now I think I got most of it. Or all of it. And might not be able to do that outside one. I might have to come in and do this one because I can't make the corner. Just because the swather can doesn't mean the tractor can. But we do have one bale out. That's 2. And we should be able to get 8 out of here pretty easily, because this is the smallest row. And these are considered silage bales. So I'm actually physically looking for bale. Planks, wood, pork. I'm actually seeing physical bales. Let's be considered. Let's put grass, like the actual bales are worth more. I'm not seeing it. I know it's there somewhere. Right now, this is just considered grass. Alright, I think I got most of it. Missing some. Yeah, right now this is definitely grass. So it's 142, but I'm pretty sure hay is 182. Or it could be considered silage. Actually, it could be considered silage, which is why this is ludicrous. It could very well. Though, being that they're wrapped, they could be considered a silage bale. So they could be actually considered quite a bit more than a regular bale. Well, that's 4 bales right there. We might have a lot more than we thought. Oops, I just knocked it over. Yeah, we really could have a lot more. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the pickup. Zoom back around. I'm gonna try to finish the outside round. As much as I can. Yeah, it may not be considered necessarily hay or grass. It could very much be considered silage because we are wrapping them. Which, okay. If that's the case, that's the case. I don't think we're gonna really necessarily, in its entirety, complain about it. Instead of 142 per 1,000 liters, all of a sudden it's 3,000. I tell you, these tight corners. Yes, the swather can do it, but the tractor really can't. Although I did get most of it. Will that be the little last piece that I need? Nope. Alright. Turn, baby, turn. That is, though. Alright. We're actually going to be able to finish this outside round. Actually, we should be able to finish this whole entire field by tonight. Which gets us to 5 or 6 more. Oops. That'd be why it's not picking up all the way. Probably because it's full. Might almost be full by the end too. Alright, I'll skip one. That way you can make the turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should have about 10. Actually, 10 might work out to be about 30,000. Which wouldn't be too terribly bad either. Well, we're gonna have more than 10. This is 8. Right here. This is what I figured what we'd get. So I don't know now. We know this is grass. Holy crap. We are still making honey. I just got an achievement. That's a wrap. Apparently done a lot of bales. If I skewer this, it should tell me what it is. How many fields do we have? 2. 1. 2. 3. See all the rocks. 4. 5. 6. There's 6 more fields for us to buy. Alright, so what are you? Still says grass. If anything else, that's what I did. I operated it. Yeah, it's still saying grass. Object is too heavy. You don't say. Bale, fermenting, 2%. I wonder if I should actually hold on to these and wait for them to ferment. So that one's saying 2%. Well, that was the first one I did. 1%. They're 5,500 liters in bales. This one is sitting at 0. $890 kilograms. That's a pretty heavy bale. That's 1,600 pounds. So that gets back to the point, like I was saying. If it's just grass, is it worth only, like, say, 140 times, well, say 150 times 5 is 3, 6, 9, 6, 750. So we'd only make $750 a bale, which isn't a whole terribly lot. But if we left them to silage, that's $3,000 roughly per 1,000, which works out to being $15,000 a bale. So at that, I would say we should probably wait for it to ferment. It's not like it's taking that long for it to ferment. So while that starts wrapping that, again, this is the first bale. This is test number 1. That's 2%. Time we finish, this probably be at 4 or 5%. So 3,000 a bale or 15,000 a bale. I'm thinking we'll let it go. Because at 10 bales, it's 150,000. That buys another chunk of land. We got way more bales on this than I originally was planning, anyways. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 bales so far. I include the one on the back end, by the way. Alright, so well, we're still going to get all the baling done tonight. That's for this piece. Back up to 98. That's not really what I wanted to do. There, get around the frickin' Rosie here. There we go. Now I have the line. 50, 60. I can wait a long time for those bales to ferment in order to get the extra cash off them. So this is 12. Probably almost have another one by the time I'm at the end here. Almost. 91%. Okay, there's 13. We should have a 14. Again. 14 times 15. Yeah, we're definitely going to be waiting for these things to ferment. That's probably the reason why when we do them on a contract, they're so much wealthier than what we did, is because they probably consider them as a fully fermented bale. Alright. If I drive back here, is it sitting at 3% or 4%? And yes, I am going to park it roughly outside of the trees here. Ah, 3%. Grass fermenting. So grass, silage. Grass, silage. Yeah, there's a difference. So how is our production doing? Thinking about it. So those are still active. That doesn't bother them any. Cut chicken, 917. We have 917 cut chickens. That would mean 3 times, so about $3,000. We have about $3,000 worth of cut chicken there, which is actually getting us closer to buying more land again. And I think our wool is just about ready to go, which means we could actually sell that as well and get a little bit extra profit. How much, I guess what we should find out is how much is the next chunk of land. 126 is 119. We're actually only about 11,000 short. And we are actually making that back. And our product is 8,800. And as you're looking, going, holy crap, you've got a ton of bales in there. Yeah, unfortunately, though, those are specifically for my sheep. Should move this bale. Just to move it out of the way, and yes, I know I've got a few here too. If I had to, I would sell them, but... Oh, we actually have a full pallet. Apparently it goes back to the next one if it's full. Actually, we could narrow those up. This is a full pallet. We should think about potentially getting rid of this now. I think that's what we should do. We should, well, I guess the big deciding factor to it is what is the price of wool? What is the price of wool? Wool is going down. It's actually 2,600 right now, but guess I'll grab my truck somewhere here. I'll just put it in the back of the truck and take it. Bloomingard export, 2,600 for the wool. I think that is 1,000. So it should be around 26. No, it should be more than that. Actually, I sold wool last time. I don't think it was a full one. Should tell me wool. 2,400 was the last one I sold. So this one should be around 26. Alright, we got one full pallet of wool. A little off there. Need to go more centered. There we go. Should probably strap that too. So yeah, I think we'll be about 2,600 because it's only 1,000 liters. It's not like it's terribly much. If we had like 6,000 sheep, we might make a bit more. Hey, they eat grass and it's basically free, right? By the time we come back, that those bales should be 5%. I guess I could throw a regular bale in the back of the truck and take it to the animal guys, and that should give us sort of an idea, a rough idea what that might be worth. Or I could pick up the trailer on the way back and grab one. Wait, the only one that has wool? Yeah, it is Bloomingard Exports. That's worth more, but hey, I have the sheep, right? Hey, thanks for the like, I appreciate that. This is actually the first time I've sold wool in a long time. Basically once a month. I know it doesn't seem to add up too much, but hey, you add a few bales and few things of this, few things of that, it all does add up. This truck is cheaty, by the way. This is the ultimate in speed and gotta get there quick. Okay, balloon cart. Guess if I had a spinnery or something, this would definitely be more. But hey, 2,600. I'm willing to bet those. We should actually think about selling some eggs too. The eggs are worth more. I know the eggs are worth more. So a pub with beer, but market stall 5,400 per 1,000. I think I've got. I think I got about 500 eggs, 600 eggs. I don't know what that equals to liters, but I'm gonna launch this frickin' truck, aren't I? I'm gonna fucking T-bone my cars once again. Oh, I survived. I missed my exit. Oh well, I'll go to the next one. Okay, well, I'll just drive through this guy's yard. Go back out here. I'm surprised the road doesn't actually continue. Oh, the road doesn't continue on because the pin's in the way. Whoever designed that should be smacked. Well, while we're here, we should. I forgot about picking that up. That's 5% now. I want to see what it's like when it's finished fermenting, because I think it's worth a lot more. So, I can leave it till it's done. Yeah, it's 5%. Still thinking about doing the pigs, especially if I have pig food. I haven't actually checked the animals. We're dealing with the animals right now, but animals. And we still only have 50. I think that one can handle 60 in there. And the chickens, well, reproduction, we know this because I only had like 300. Well, I had 300. I had about 250 frickin' chickens. These are. No, this is the original. This one's the new one. That one's the second one. This one is my original one. And these. I don't know where the 110 came from because unless they only gave me 110. I don't know. I can't tell you. These guys are already up to 27 liters of wool and 693 eggs. But before I get too carried away, I did want to see what one of these bales was worth. I think this one is bigger. Nope, same size. Because this is essentially just hay or grass. Exactly the same as what oh no, this is a much bigger bale. And this is actually hay. Over here. This is actually hay. It's actually worth a little bit more. But the silage, obviously. And this one's hay. Are they all hay? Man, that is a big bale. Bet that was one of the contracts that. Yeah, it was. I think that was when we did 32, field 32. I think we made quite a bit from it. If memory served. Yeah, I think these are all the same. They look about all the same. These are all 9,000. I know the one I'm feeding with there. That's not 9,000. Okay, well, I guess the only way we're gonna figure this out is if I actually take one of the bales out here put it in the back of the pickup truck and haul it in, and roughly just have a rough estimate of what they're worth currently, and then we can do once they're done fermenting another sale price, and then we can sort of see the difference later on. I want to say the fermenting should be sold as silage then and should be worth more, but I don't know. I guess it depends on the price that they give me for this. So let's skewer one of these. I said skewer. That's basically just grass. Don't get me wrong, 890 kg, that is still a heavy frickin' bale. Not as big as those other ones. But for the rest of the night, I guess what we'll do is we'll essentially leave them be unless this comes in at like something stupid like 5,000 a bale. Then I might go, but I'm thinking we'll haul the eggs after this. I know it's not a full thing. And then we'll also haul the cut chicken again. And then we'll see about that. But we'll haul this up right away. Up. Turn the corner too fast. That's why you have 4-wheel drive tractors. That way, even if you do stop in a hurry, you still have frickin' power and steering. This is totally out here. Oops. Supposed to transport your bales. It's like a marshmallow. Alright, into... Oh. Probably should get over the truck first. There we go. It just slides off like a marshmallow too. Alright, we got 5,500 liters of grass silage bale. That actually weighed my truck down. Oh, that is over 1,600 pounds. It's like the other day when I actually hauled back pretty close to 1,700 pounds in the box of mine. In real life. I can handle it, no problem. But then the other day, this little East Indian kid comes in and to the hardware store while I'm there, and he orders 30 sacks of friggin' cement. That's not the problem. Good on him for having a job and he's working, right? I have nothing against him on that. What I do have against them is putting 30 sacks of cement into a Sebring is not a good idea. Fortunately, that was the car that he owns, and his boss is a frickin' moron going, yeah, just go out and buy 30 sacks of cement and bring them here. Yeah, I feel bad for the car. I feel bad for the kid, too. One, that dust does not come out of upholstery. Two, his poor suspension and everything else in that car is trashed after. Yeah. The tires also look like they were basically ready to explode because, again, a small car is not designed to handle that weight. Okay, so L. Yeah, see? $800 for that bale. We're gonna see next stream. Now, I don't know when that's going to be. It might be next week. We'll have to wait and see how things go. Planning a trip and whatnot. But if if we do, we'll have to wait and see what we get after the bale is fermented. So 800 this time, but after it's fermenting a while, let's just wait and see, because that was essentially just straight grass at this point. But we'll, let's get rid of the eggs. The honey's going to the brewery, so we don't make any technical money off that, unfortunately. But what we do in the end, we're selling beer, and then we'll do the chickens right away, the cut chickens, and then we'll call it the stream from there. But we should have a pretty good profit on those cut chickens as well. And we are making a little bit of profit off everything else as well. Making less probably because I'm storing the oil, I'm not selling it at the moment. Alright. Down Periscope. Now let's go over here and load up the eggs. What did it say? There's 690 friggin' eggs or something. Eggs are one thing that I can't figure out how they figure for, selling purposes. I use the tractor over here, considering the forks also work for moving bales and stuff like that. Let's do it like that. We just need to skewer the end of it. There we go. Yep, crash into my tail light. Yep, that's gonna be good. There's a pretty hefty fine. Alright, I forgot I have a freaking toolbox in here too. Alright. Oops. All eggs are busted now. The sheeple are doing good. I can't remember. I think that one is 60. If they start reproducing and whatnot, then I might start, hauling a few out. Then again, I might just build another one. And, oh, that was a tight turn. That's four-wheel drive truck. We're fine. Eggs are fine. No, they would be. I'm still waiting for snow. Like, it's December. One would think it should snow, right? I'm assuming it's going to, although the grass says otherwise. Alright, let's pull in here. Okay, there was a lot more value in those eggs than I thought. It's 3,800. I feel like there should be snow. There is trees everywhere. That's right, too. I did manage to plant some trees down here. One or two, but there is a couple trees there. Alright, I'm going to my house and see if I can have a nap or two. And then, of course, we gotta move the cut chicken. By then, it should be a lot more. You can rest? I can rest. Let's sleep till 9. What could possibly happen? That looks like snow. Oh, it not just snow, it is snowing. Great demand at animal dealer for what? Oops. Where the hell's my friggin' truck? There it is. Yeah, it's currently snowing. It's most definitely snowing. What was the great demand? We're at 113. So obviously, we made some cash. Well, we're actually not that far out of the black, or not far out of black right now. Sold products 27,000. Sold wool 26. Sold bales 796. Production costs and everything else. So what was the great demand at the animal dealer? Well, it wasn't silage, wasn't grass, wasn't hay, wasn't straw. Great demand for what? Seeing what it would be. It's not silage. Hup. It is. There's actually a fair bit of snow on the ground now. Okay, we're going to quickly check out and take a look at our lovely bales over here. And yes, it looks like I could still swath in here. Not sure what's growing in there, but it's covered. Oh, she is icy. Green wrap or something. That's an interesting sound. 94% fermented. Alright, so is that considered silage then soon? Now I'm just going to check out everything else down here while I'm at it. Well, we were saying that we're waiting for snow. We got snow. How deep is this? Deep. Oh, give up. I don't think my bees are still producing. My bees are still producing. My bees, actually, that pallet is full. We could, hang on. We could put the honey in here and haul it back, and we gotta go do the cut chickens before the end of the stream as well. We already have one egg. Wonder where the tractor was sitting. We only have one of the quarters for the wool. There's a fair bit, a significant amount of snow on the ground, considering I can't see my forks when it goes down into it. There we go. Actually, the tires are sitting pretty deep too. This is a decent snowstorm. Oops. This would be the reason why you don't normally do this in the wintertime, when you can't frickin' deal with stuff. Look at that, we strapped it this time. Holy crap, they're already half full of honey. Alright, well, we'll haul this back. These guys were doing all great, I think. Animal-wise, we still have the same number, so we're good. It's when you don't, all of a sudden you're going, ah. So yeah, definitely next time we'll take those bales back when they're actually fully fermented, and hopefully they are worth more. highway is non-existent right now. There is no highway here. Alright, let me back up. Potentially, possibly, miss my driveway. I can sort of still see the rough path. Alright, I'm going to do this. Okay, that's been put in there. Alright, so animals have been done this stream anyways. They've all been done and cleared. Cut chickens, we actually have a couple. It's still one pallet. There we go. Spawn that. We have 96 liters of pig feed. I'm not spawning those yet. Crude oil, we're getting low, but that's good. We're finally selling it. I guess, you know, I was storing these, but maybe I'll sell it. Strawberries were low, but that's fine. Honey we're doing well with, and everything else, that's good. Okay, we have 3,000 cut chicken. So that should be actually a pretty good little payday. Cause what was it last time? 1,000 for 300? This would be a good little payday. Whoa. Okay, remember to yourself. Forklift don't do well in snow. No, other direction, stupid. That way. Okay, even out. There you go. There's a lot of snow on this highway. Like, I would say by the deformation of that tire and whatnot, there's at least 3 inches. And it just keeps coming down. Oh, wow. Okay, this forklift is apparently a lot of fun in snow. Okay, this way. No. Every time I try to do a turn, I just go sideways. No, even out. There you go. Yeah, this is the problem with front wheel drives. Oh, that is almost a full pallet. That is almost a full pallet, and that is almost way too much for this forklift. I think we don't have to go far. One tire is not even spinning. Apparently this forklift does not like the amount of cut chicken that's on here. What would happen if this thing was 100% full? This forklift might not be able to handle the weight of this. I don't know how heavy this actually is. Does it tell me? Ah, yes it does. 1.9 tons of frozen cut chicken. Excuse me, van, I'm cutting across just because this thing weighs way more than I was expecting it to. 1.9 tons of chicken. Alright. Oh, that was worth it. $9,800. That was totally worth doing. Technically, we actually have enough to buy more land again and get working on it. But being that it is a full friggin' snowstorm, and I can't seem to drive my forklift anywhere soon or timely manner. Jesus, no. Let me drift. Or do donuts, apparently. No. No. No, 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 no. You swine. Stop spinning. Even my truck doesn't do this in the snow. Ow! Fuck it, I know the only safest place for this damn thing. On the trailer. Problem solved. Oh, there's my truck. How much snow's here? No, this thing has way too much traction. As I crash into the building. It has traction, but the problem is it also has no steering. Alright, this is a good place to stop. I'll take one more quick look at everything. We're good on all this. We're going to sell that. Everything is like basically the same on that. Cut chicken we did grab. And apparently it was a pretty nice payday. So with it, we are actually only 8,000, well, 9,000 away from breaking even again, which is super cool. $37,000 in sold products. Not bad. Although I'm really interested. I was gonna stop it here. I was. But now I'm curious to know if those fermenting bales are fully fermented. Fermented. Back it up. Alright, now that he's got some weight on him, he seems to be spinny. Into the ditch. Once he gets some weight on his truck, it'll be a whole lot better too. But I'm curious to know. Pretty sure you guys all want to know too. Okay. When it's snowing, it's icy. Could you drive straight? I guess you could still harvest it, but 96%. I know what to do. It's fermented. It's officially should be a silage bale. It just says bale. Okay, do I have to get out and check all these? That one is good. That one is good. One of the last ones that I did. Looks like they're all good. Okay. Let's quickly do this and then we'll end the stream. Hey, look, all the grass is green again. So this could mean that it's good, or I don't know. I don't think they're necessarily grass anymore. But I guess at this point it is what it is, right? Oh, the snow's gone. Apparently, that was a one-time event. There we got 9 bales. Of course, we're missing one. Remember, I took it already. Yeah, winter, sure, in this country doesn't last long. It's like, it's here, it's gone. Okay, one left. Alright. Great demand at Bloomingard grain. For what? We don't know. Well, we'll get rid of these. They are technically fully fermented and silaged, so I guess we just wait and see what we get out of them. There is 13 of them. So this could be, as a bottom end, about 11,000. I'm hoping they're a lot more than that, but at the bottom end, they're 11,000. But we're gonna see. Just because curiosity is killing me, that's the only reason why I'm doing it at this point in time. $226 is about the maximum I can do with the full trailer. Well, half trailer. I'll basically get this all loaded up and ready to go for the launch. No, that way. There you go. Alright. Was it worth it in the end to let them ferment? Short answer, hell yes it was. $235,000 for 13 bales. Yeah, the trick is let them ferment. We have more than enough cash for a while. So we actually can make it kind of profitable by doing this. Just case in point. Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, I'm going to basically end the stream now. We went out on a high note on that one. We now know what we're doing with it too. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed as usual. And if you're new and watching this at a later date and you enjoy the content, and especially me wrapping a truck and trailer around a post, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And you can either find it underneath the video, or if you tap that little Huskarl in the bottom right corner, he will provide you with a link. But be warned, he does tend to bite and nibble a little bit. I digress. He's a nice guy. And of course, make sure to leave the likes and share their content to your friends and family, as we are on the road to grow, and every little bit does actually help. And of course, hit the alert bell so that you know when new content comes out, and of course when we go live. And yeah, we will see you on the next